And now we have our last teller. And she has a lot of fire and passion and energy, unstoppable.
Vero, let's go. Gracias. All right. Can you hear me? Yes? Well, thank you. I'm the last one, so we're going to go out in a high note. When I punch, you punch. If I scream, you scream. Let's go for a ride.
Get your mind right for something you ain't ever seen. You better get moving, ready or not. Got to go down, here it comes now. Better get moving, ready or not. Got to go down, here it comes down. Get ready. Let's go. Get ready. The time is right now. No standing still. Only one choice now. Battle uphill. Get your mind right for something you ain't ever seen.
I was 5 years old, and I remember coming back from school every single day, running to turn on the TV to watch ESPN every day. This guy, Gilad, doing aerobics at the beach. Gilad, let's go for Gilad! Woohoo! I love him. And I remember telling my mom every day, Mommy, you take me to study English because one day I'm going to be at that beach in California working for ESPN, Fox Sports, or another TV station. My mom would laugh at me because, you see, I was 5. And I had no idea that Argentina was only 6,291 miles away from California. Fast forward 15 years after that, I was 20, and I did something amazing. I was able to put together my own television show in my local network. It was about sports, always sports. And the show was called Pro X, Profesionales Extremos. And it was about, thank you, it was awesome. And it was about skydiving, very different from the cakes, right? Skydiving, adventure racing, skating. It was X Games. And the show was so awesome because I got my one tío, who was my one sponsor. And with that money, I paid the TV station so we could be on the air. And the show aired every single Saturday night, like SNL, at 11:30 p.m. So we would watch it with my friends, and I was the coolest. And then we would go out dancing. So it was great. One day, I remember that I was reading the newspapers, and I saw that the biggest adventure racing in the whole entire world was going to my country, Patagonia. The race was called Eco Challenge, and they had over 250 athletes going from all over the world to compete in a race that is incredible. Non-stop, 10 days, day and night, competing in a race against their minds and nature. The race director was this guy that I don't know if you know his name, but I'm sure you know his shows. He's the creator of The Voice, Eco Challenge, Survivor, what else? The Apprentice. His name is Mark Burnett. Yeah. And the race was produced by Discovery Channel. So I remember, I said to myself, this is the one chance that I have to be close to the US television to see how they cover sports. I need to get myself a press credential to be there. I was 20, but it doesn't matter. I got myself the press credential. And the day that I got there, oh my gosh, I was in Candyland. The cameras, the lenses were like this big, probably like Super Bowl cameras. And the audio, and all these people speaking different languages. And I was there with my partner, that's Eco Challenge, that's me. And our camera was probably, no kidding, this big, VHS. It looked like a toy, but hey, prop to us, we were covering the same event. Huh? One day, the race was happening at the very top of the Cordillera Mountains. And if you know those mountains, you know they're huge. There's no way on earth that you can get up there if it isn't because you're taking a helicopter ride. But of course, all the helicopters were taken by the big press. CNN was there, Reuters, ESPN, Fox Sports, everybody. So I was there with my partner, sitting on the grass in the very bottom of that mountain, completely alone, listening to the crickets, and thinking, how on earth am I going to ever get up there? Suddenly, I had to represent what I saw. A massive, big red helicopter came down, like in a Mission Impossible movie. And I threw everything on the grass and I ran towards it. And as I was running, I saw who was inside it, but he saw me, so I couldn't really back up. And it was Mark Burnett himself. And that was his private helicopter. So, I was 20. I stood tall. I looked at him and I said, since you seem to have a lot of space in the helicopter, do you mind giving us a ride? Because I would really like to cover the race up there. He looked at me for the longest 20 seconds of my life without saying a word. I mean, this guy is very serious, if you know him, very powerful. He didn't say a word. And then he said, no. I'm not going to give you a ride right now, but I'm going to send you my helicopter back down, and you can go up there and cover the race. And I thought, all right. I went back to sitting on that grass in the very bottom of that mountain. And after 2 hours, I was feeling very stupid. I was thinking, come on, is he ever, the owner of everything, going to ever send me his own private helicopter to the 20-year-old girl from the local network who had a camera that looked like a toy? I was getting ready to go back to the hotel, and guess what happened? The massive big red helicopter came back in slow motion, in like a Mission Impossible movie. And this guy came out of the helicopter with a Mission Impossible look, like the helmet, glasses, and microphone, and he said, you, come over here. The big boss wants you to go up there, and that is a very good thing. When I got up there, wait, I'm going to rewind because this is important. It's been 20 years since that happened, okay? 20. I can still feel everywhere in my body what I felt the day that I put a foot on that mountain. It was such an overwhelming feeling of absolute and complete happiness. It was so much bigger than me. I cannot explain what happened, but it was way, way bigger than me. And it was in that moment that I decided, that's it. I'm quitting everything, and I'm going to the US to chase this feeling forever. But then the race kept happening, and I was just so excited to be there, you know. And I produced 3 episodes out of that race. And because of that, my ratings skyrocketed. And because of that, I started to get sponsors coming. And I thought, wow, maybe I can, because I had to renegotiate my contract with the network. And I thought, maybe I can have them, I don't know, pay them less so I can pay my crew. And maybe I can make a little money, and maybe I don't even need to leave. I'm doing what I want in my city. The next day, I had to renegotiate my contract, and I woke up to see one email. And in that one email, there was one line, just one. And in that one line, I'm sorry, this is the first time that I share this. This is embarrassing, but okay, let's go. In that one line, thank you. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so there was one line, and in that one line, they said, Veronica, we have decided we're canceling your show. No explanation, nothing. And I'm a fighter, I'm a Leo, I'm a fighter. So I grabbed myself yeah, give it up for the Leo. I grabbed myself, my partner, and we marched down to the TV station. And when we were getting closer to the building, we saw the director of programming getting in with his car. So we got to his office, and his assistant said, he's not in the office, and he's not coming back from the day. And I'm like, what do you mean? We just saw him getting in. No, he's not here. I said, okay, we're going to sit on the bench by his closed door, because at some point he has to pee or eat. The first hour we waited, We were so mad. He was lucky he didn't come out. The second hour, I started to get like a really bad stomachache. And in the third hour, I had to accept that that door was not going to open that day. We called it a night. I went back home, and I cried the whole night. Because you see, Pro X was me, and I was Pro X. And it felt like somebody was trying to rip my dreams apart. And because it was so personal, it felt like my body was being ripped apart. My heart was heavy. I cried the whole night. But the second day, my mom always tells me, they treat you how they see you. So I put on some makeup, nice clothes, let's go back to the TV network. We got there for the second day and the third day. And in the third day, I had to accept that that door was just never, ever going to open for me. And it was hard. I said I was not going to cry, and I'm not going to cry. Okay. So I went back home. I got into bed, and I covered my face with blankets. And I told my parents, I don't want to talk to anybody. Nothing. And the first questions were like, why? Why? Who? Why? And then those whys turned into, what is this trying to teach me? What do I have to learn? Especially, where do I go now? I have nothing. And it was in that moment of me feeling in the very bottom of that mountain, my own mountain, that my 5-year-old self came back to poke me in the shoulder. And I was like kicking her out. I'm not going to listen to you. She came back. I'm not going to listen to you. Because you see, if I did listen to her, if I did listen to me, that would have meant that the next mountain was going to be 6,291 miles away from everything. Sorry, I said I was not going to do this. Oh, I cried the whole month. Okay. Okay. All right, bear with me because this is the first time that I share this. Okay. So my next mountain was going to be 6,291 miles away from everything. And to me, everything was my mom, my dad. And it meant that Sorry. Okay, I got it. Okay, yes, I got it. And then, if I did that, I had to build my own red helicopter. Thank you. My own red helicopter and fly solo, alone. But when I did decide to honor her, don't mind me. When I did decide to honor her, to honor me, the biggest, most magical, crazy things started to happening. Big things I'm talking about. The next day, I got off that bed, finally. I turned on the TV. I'm not kidding. I turned on the TV. The biggest movie network in Latin America was playing. And there was a commercial saying, if you want to be the host of Halloween Horror Nights from Universal Studios, send your tape. I won that contest before I ever sent that tape. I won it here, and here. And when I came to Atlanta to produce movies, I couldn't believe it. It was heaven. And those movie trailer producers became my friends. And then they became my family. And then they had friends in Fox Sports in California. And that's how I came to California, to work at Fox Sports. And the first day that I put a foot on that beach, I felt home. And the first day that I went to Fox Sports in Los Angeles, I thought I made it. But I really, really didn't make it. Until 3 years, exactly 3 years after that first day. That's when I really made it. Because 3 years after that first day, I was able to bring my baby back to life, Pro X. I brought it here. I hosted, directed, and produced my own sports television show covering the European adventure racing, producing Fox Sports in California, and we air in the whole United States of America and Latin America, and I beat everything and everybody in the ratings, including soccer, and if you're Latino, you know how big soccer is. And I got 5 national awards for that. That's when I made it. So today, I'm sharing the embarrassing part of this story for the first time ever, but I'm really proud of the journey. And I'm, otra vez. Okay, yeah, I'm done, almost. Hold on. But this is important. I'm wearing the colors of Pro X today. And I have a mountain in my hand. And I want to invite everyone here to go and find out what your biggest mountain is, to build your own red helicopters, and to dare to fly solo. Because it is damn hard. But when you do make it to the top, it all makes sense. It is really, really worth it, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Don't mind right for something you